here. Today we're going to be talking about Learn to Fly by the Foo Fighters. I had a bunch of requests for this. It's a really fun song to play. There's really three parts that we need to talk about, but before we do that, I need you to understand that this song focuses more on the rhythm and the groove than it does absolute, particular notes that you might play, okay? Now, we're going to talk about all the parts, but I want you to really focus on it doesn't need to be exact. You're really trying to get the gist of the groove is what you're doing. So the beginning of the song starts with this idea here, and what we're going to do is press on 2, 4, and 4. And then we're going to leave these two strings open, okay? So first string and second string, we're not going to press on these two strings right here, okay? So I get this chord. So that's the first sound. Now, speaking of sound, I've just got a crunch channel on right now, and I'm actually in my middle position pickup. So I'm right here, okay? Running my volume pretty hot, but I don't want a lot of distortion. I want it to be a little bit clean, so I'm just using the crunch channel and again, running in the center position here. So I've got my single coil pickup on right now. Okay, so when we play this, we're going to go from this B power chord, so to speak, with the two strings open down here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to flip over it and we're going to make an F sharp chord, but we're not going to make the whole F sharp. I'm going to be pressing on 4 and 4 and then 2, and then I'm going to leave these two strings open again. Now, I've seen this written many different ways. One way is you're going to play 2 and then skip this string and then play 4 and then 2 on the third string. And it sounds beautiful, but it's really hard to do. But if you like that sound better, you could certainly play your F sharp that way too. So you're playing this, 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 and then those two open strings like that. Now, because I know that's going to be kind of hard for some people, I'm not going to be using that version in this song. I'm going to be playing a simpler version, which is this. So if you look at the difference, in this case, I'm playing the 5th string. If I do this one, I'm skipping the 5th string and playing the 6th string, okay? So just so you kind of understand. So I'm going from here, flipping over, and then just dropping down to an E chord. And that's the basic idea behind my choruses. Now what we're going to do is we're going to add a bit of what I refer to as an eagle strum, which is down, down, up, down, up. And you can hear how those up strums are hitting these top open strings. Okay, so that's the basic idea behind the rhythm. Bum, ba, bum, ba, da, da, down, down, up, down, up. Now you could play da 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 or dun da 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 da. Any of those would be fine. I just think that down, down, up, really exemplifies those thinner strings, and it sounds really nice. Then I'm going to switch over and do the same idea over that F sharp. And then I'm going to move down to the E and do the same thing, but it continues on for 2 measures. So it goes. So it's bum, ba-dum, ba-da-bum, ba-da-bum, ba-da-bum. And you can see what I was talking about before. I'm not really concerned with you thinking only hitting the 6th string on the first beat and all that. I just want you to strum. Find the groove. Now, if you have a hard time switching with that up strum, remember, you can always just be really careful on that last up strum and just hit these two strings, and that gives you availability to move your fingers, and you're not going to hear your fingers switching. Okay? So that's what you're going to do every time you hit the chorus. Now, when we go to the verse, we're going to kind of tighten that up a little bit by picking some particular strings. But again, if you were actually playing this with a group of people in a band or something like that, and you hit a different string than what I'm going to show you, don't stress about that sort of thing. because none of the rest of us would either, okay? But the basic idea now is we're going to take those same chords that we just played, but this time, when I go to this B, instead of leaving these 2 strings open, I'm actually going to bar over them. So I'm barring over all 5 of these and then adding those on. And I'm going to do a pattern like this. So I'm plucking the 5th string, and then the 2nd string, and then the 3rd string, and then these 2 strings together. Now, if you watch the video that I was just doing the demonstration, you're going to notice that I don't play it right every single time because I'm not really trying to focus on that. I'm trying to focus on how it sounds, how the groove sounds. So this is what you should do, but if you would accidentally, for instance, play these 2 strings instead of these 2 strings, don't make your band start all over for something like that. Just keep playing and enjoy what you're doing, okay?